So, Bo, tell us about Mailbox Power. I mean, I know all about it, what I use for my client retention and for my travel business, but tell us what you do for your insurance company.
Okay. Yeah, so I was introduced to the system, the platform, a couple years ago. Actually, it's hard to believe it's been that long. And I have used Mailbox Power's system to onboard new customers, to thank referral partners, mortgage brokers, real estate agents, things like that, and existing customers as a way to say thank you and lean into my customers. Use it in multiple ways. Like I said, onboarding a new customer, but also to say thanks to longtime customers. And actually, just recently, I'll have to tell you about it. I just added a new little piece to this whole thing, and that I think is a complete differentiator. It's this system flat out inspires referrals. I don't have to ask for referrals. It literally inspires them, along with all the things that we do in our agency of taking care of our customers at their hardest times and their best times. We're there to protect and restore their dreams. And so, yeah. So Mailbox Power has been something I've used for, like I said, almost 2 years.
Well, let's open up the computer right now and go ahead and screen share. And
Okay.
let's show everybody this amazing leads tool.
Okay. Share screen. I'm going to do this one here. Here we go. Perfect. Can you see it?
Yes,
there we go. So this is just, I took some snapshots. This is number one for me right here. If you don't take care of your customers, someone else will, right? And so we really try to lean into our customers and make sure that not only are we known, liked, and trusted, but we're remembered, right? And also for prospects, we want to be the insurance agent of choice if they had a bad experience with their current provider, right? So here's a few examples of shout outs. When I talk about inspiring referrals, this was a client of ours that were featured by their local gym. And we took that picture from Facebook and put it on a card, said breaking news, best members ever. Sent them some brownie. They like Blondie brownies. And if you notice the bottom of their post, their shout out says, hashtag my agent is better than yours. That's a pretty good hashtag to have someone talking about me and my agency. So, and that's not the only one, but they appreciate the acknowledgement and the brownies. It doesn't cost a lot, but just recognize them. Here's another example, a screenshot from someone that we sent a card and brownies. And, seriously love your kindness. They love that we are reaching out to them. Same thing, came home for a birthday package, right? This was somebody that has an allergy, a gluten allergy, and we were able to send them gluten-free brownies. And that was really exciting for the family. So an Instagram post shows up, which is pretty neat. Another one, and I'm going to take a second to highlight this, Cindy. If you see the comment says, it's been really rough lately, right? Thank you so much for the brownie. Totally made my day. This was made a bright spot for me. You and I both know that every time we send something to somebody, when they get it, it is the right time. It's always the right time because everybody's dealing with some madness. Right now, I'm dealing with my dad who's not well. And if I come home today and there's a package, I know the timing's right? And so doing that changes the universe, if you ask me, but it certainly changes those people's day. Here's another one. We sent out a package to a client of ours, and we put their logo on the brownies, and we talked about them, not about us. They know where it came from. We don't have to put our brand all over everything, right? Another one, friend of mine, I sent him a same card with a different set of brownies, this picture. He needed that today. You see that. It's a common theme for all of us, that it's always the right time. So say thank you, mean it, personalize it, send it, expect nothing, and appreciate everything. And I do what I can to show appreciation to my clients. These are just a few examples. I received a text today from someone, took a picture of a brownie she received, and she said, you have no idea the timing of this. She actually had a rough night. Went to the mailbox. And she said having brownies was really a good thing. So that was kind of fun. And then I have a couple like physical examples for you, Cindy. So here's a card that I'll put up. We sent this to many of our in our community, many people that received recognition as first place or second place or favorite and second favorite in our community for different things, right? And so we were favorite insurance agent 3 years in a row, which is super cool. We didn't send ourselves a card, but we sent it to the runner-up insurance agency, right? And so take a moment to appreciate how awesome you are. Yeah, you. It put their name on it. We've got our signatures here, our picture of our team on the back, right? And it was just a nice touch. Here's postcards for happy birthday. It puts their name on the balloons, right? What a cool system that can put that person's name all over the front of a postcard or a card. We have our signatures on the back. Nice message, right? And then we can also send full-on boxes, trying to earn brownie points. So sometimes I'm really honest, right? Trying to earn brownie points. That's what I'm trying to do sometimes. And it puts their name on it. You have great brownies on the inside. We got a card, a brownie that matches that. There's that. I've also used this brownie label. Case of chocolate emergency, break plastic. I love that one. So those are several examples. But here's the kicker. We just did something yesterday that is going to be mind-blowing for the recipient. Okay? We have a client. Actually, I take it back. Not a client. A friend of the agency that retired. All right? So we made an awesome card with his picture on it and breaking news and like really neat thing. And then we made him a video. And we made a video, and then we embedded that video, and we made a QR code for that video. And he's going to scan that code when he gets the card, and he's going to get a personalized video in that card, plus a cool card. No one.
A copy of that by chance? Did you send it?
Yes, but the problem is he hasn't received it yet. So if he watches this and he sees it, he's going to know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'll have to get on again sometime to show you. But that's all he has to do. So now when we onboard a new customer, not only are we sending them a card, if you do the screen share again, I'll show you an example of a card I just sent somebody. Okay. So this one right here, welcome home, right? That's somebody's house. So they chose to use our company for insurance. We have a picture of their home, and we put welcome home with a nice message on the inside, right? Along with matching brownies of his house. And so that's very personalized along with their name on it, right? So they're going to receive that. And thank you for the business. Thank you for trusting us to protect your dream home, right? That's so cool. But we're going to now level it up, and we're going to send them a personalized video where they can access via the card, via QR. That's even more personalized. I don't know of a company out there that offers that. I really don't. So Mailbox Power is the one to use for that client retention, referral inspiring kind of a program, right? It just blows my mind. So
yeah. Look at this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So my clients who use my services or they become a part of Mailbox Power, I'll create this. So this is 4 different images of the house. And then it says, thank you and congratulations.
That's amazing.
Yeah. There's so many different things we could do.
Yeah.
So you want to show the tool now?
What's that?
You want to show the tool, the leads tool?
Yeah. So I'll back out of, if you want to pull that back up.
Okay. So here's just some saved projects. So you go in, and up in the corner, you see it says banner season. So in less than a few days, it's going to say Mailbox Power, right? But here's all of our options that we have. And I'll tell you, this is a secret weapon. Right down here, pets. If you have a client that has a pet dog, and you send them a personalized dog, bowl or a scarf for their dog, they will never forget you. And I know this because I've done it. All these personalized gifts, golf balls, coffee mugs, several different things we can send, right? But here's a card. We can go in and we can go into our design store and pick a pre-done design, or I can be very, very personalized, right? This one here is really popular. It's called a gigagram. It's 8 by 11. It's a huge card that you can completely personalize the envelope on. And it is amazing, the response. I have to think it's 100% open rate. When you have a card that size, it has a custom image or their personalization on the outside, it gets opened, right? And then there's also 3 different sizes of postcards. You can do the flat cards. So in our system, a 5x7 greeting card costs you 55 cents, right? It's 55 cents. So I sent this individual a retirement card that's totally personalized, along with a QR code that's got a video
for 55 cents, you know? And it's because we get 50 free cards a month. And so anyways, and you can see the pricing on that there. So if I was to go in and want to send a card to somebody, I'll just do a quick overview of this. And like you said, there's so many features.
Oh my God.
We're not even talking about a list builder. We're not even talking about some of the amazing.
We're not even there yet.
Right. The prospecting. So here's all kinds of things that are already pre-done that you can just buy, right? The one who moves a mountain. I can buy that for 99 cents for lifetime rights, and I can use that card and that imagery over and over and over again, right? There's plenty of New Year's cards in here. It's time to celebrate New Year's. Like no other year I've ever felt in my lifespan have I been this much looking forward to January 1, other than maybe 1999 turning over 2000. I thought that was kind of a big deal, right? Y2K. So if I want to make a card, I can pick this card, I can buy this card, and then I can completely go in and edit the inside of this card. So purchase the license, off I go. Add it to cart, pick my recipient, and it's done. I can add that. I can go back in and say, you know what? I've got a purchase design in here somewhere. I have a nurse that I want to send some brownies and a card to. I'll just pick this, add it to cart. This is a fabulous set. I have a thank you card. Some of these things, you make a difference. When you send somebody a card that says you make a difference with their name on it, it means something. This one here is really popular. When it comes to being a great client, this is pretty clever. I'm just going to open it because it's good. Mm-hmm. This is the inside of that card. There's a hammer that says you nailed it. And then you can have a private message in there, right? Like that's really good. Plus the envelope on the outside looks like that. They're going to open that card. So it takes about a minute. You put the text that you want in there, add your signatures, and drop it in the mail, and off you go, right? So I've sent several of these, and just go back into most of the things I send. I include brownies with it, and so I'll go in and grab a package of brownies, and I might have some in here, like here. Trying to earn brownie points. It's a whole collection. I can add a mug. I can add brownies. Just add it to cart, and pick my recipients, and they're going to put their names where they belong. And I can send it to 1,000 different people, and it'll be done right, or I can send it to one. It's amazing to me. So there's a few things. Like I said, I use it for, we had a client that had celebrated 60 years with our company, which is an amazing, sense of loyalty. And we sent her a card after the fact saying, thank you for your loyalty with some brownies. And it just knocked her over. She's early 80s. And she said, I only hope someday I can make somebody feel as appreciated as you made me feel.
Aww. And
she's in her 80s. And we thought, wow, what a nice gesture that we could have, but didn't think it'd have that big of an impact. It does. And so part of my goals for the year and part of my budgeting is more of this, more of leaning into people, more of showing gratitude and appreciation through cards, through personalization, and through just recognizing humans for what they do and who they are. So, yeah. And you want me to show anything else? I know I'm kind of.
I want to show the audience mine really quick. My client. So this is a client I told you about that I met on Facebook, and they went to Cabo.
Oh, that's awesome.
So all the clients who book with me, I send them this. So this is my client in Cabo, 4 pictures of all the different excursions that I book for them. Amazing and top of mind. And that is what is so crucial, is to be top of mind.
That is amazing. I love that how you did that. So you took some time and really made that nice with the 4 pictures into one image like that. That's fantastic. I received from somebody that uses the same system, a thank you holiday greeting. I wish I had a copy of it with me. I'll never get rid of it. It is one of the most well-done cards I've ever seen. I received a journal that was personalized. I received several things, and it immediately made me do this open unboxing video and a shout out to that organization. It's a networking group I'm a part of. Matter of fact, they're coming to California. It's called Accelerated Global Connections, AGC, and they have an amazing format for networking. And so, like I said, they're moving to California and several other states this year. So, but anyways, the founder CEO sent me this package saying, thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a sponsor. And I was just blown away at the quality of it. So, it's really neat. Yeah.
And it's nice for us to receive from others. Then
It is.
how we send it and we receive it. Yeah, it just feels really great that someone's doing that for us as well.
Yeah. And as long as we're doing things with the right intention, right? When I send something out, it's not necessarily to get the referral or to keep the business. It's just leaning into people. It's showing them that I recognize them. And I think for any business owner that's watching this, if you just take a really hard look at your budget, if you take a look at your revenue, and if you're not spending 1% to 2% or more, saying thank you to the people that help you have all the revenue you have, you might want to reallocate a couple dollars to doing that, because it will absolutely pay for itself by doing that. Law of reciprocity, all of these things come into play, besides the fact that you're just doing goodwill in your community. So I encourage anybody who's not using this system to take a look at this, connect with Cindy, and learn how to, because it's a lot easier than you would think. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so we have a couple minutes left. Can you go to the leads tool really quick? And then
Yeah, absolutely. So if we go into the address book here, one of the cool features that is an afterthought in a way, but yet completely amazing, is build a mailing list. Okay. And so if you're looking for a particular organization, a particular thing, here's an example. If I'm an individual, if I'm looking for individuals and I'm a vet, right? And I want to find people in my community that have a dog or have a cat. So I'm just going to leave it here, but I can shrink this down to however small of a group I want, right? If I come over here and I want to find out if I only want pet owners, dog or cat or other. Okay, I want dog owners. Well, according to this system, without restricting this down into certain states or communities or whatever, there's going to be a certain amount of records. It looks like 19 million dog owners. And I'm going to buy 100 of those for $9.95. I'm going to drop those in.
Wow.
And as a vet, I'm going to send out postcards, because our system has postcards for free. You only pay postage. So I want to create a postcard for those that have a dog, if in this case, and I'm going to mail these out to them, and it's all going to be done within the system for very little money. And so maybe you're a nonprofit looking for charitable donors, and you want people that support animal welfare or environment causes or veterans. This tool can be used for that, for nonprofits. It's a really big tool for realtors, mortgage brokers. Realtors, you can go in there and you say, I want somebody who doesn't own their home, right? I want a renter that has a certain amount of income, that's been living in the same home for too long, and also has a credit score of 750 or greater. Oh, wow. That's really effective. And you get this list, download it, drop a postcard or a card, and go from there. So the list builder is an incredible feature that we probably don't talk about enough. I have restrictions of what I can do in my marketing world, so I don't use this piece, but I have several business owners that have introduced the system that do, and they found great results with it. So yeah, list builder is absolutely amazing and can get as tight as you need to get to keep your demographics right.
And I think what's really important when we're buying these lists is have it be more about the person it's going to, not really about us. Although we're promoting like what we do, but we want to have them know that we're thinking of them instead of thinking about us. So it's just all about the verbiage, what do you put on the postcard? The call to action that's going to get somebody to call you back.
You are exactly right. Yeah, I think less of us is more. And so when I send out to a commercial client, it'll be their logo and their name. My team photo might be on the back. Obviously, our signatures are on there, but it's not the first thing you see when you open a card is not our logo. I think that's something that should go away. And when I send a thank you, it's not all about my company. It's a thank you to them. And so you are absolutely correct. Verbiage matters. Words matter. The imagery matters. But make it a whole lot less about you as the sender. And then the bright side is that when they receive it, it has your return address. It has no additional logos, right? It has no additional branding. It really looks as if you took the time in your office to package this thing up, take it to the post office, and get it sent. And that's the beauty of it. There's no additional branding. So it's about them, and it needs to be kept that way. It's received.
Well, that's basically for the leads. Yeah, I want to. So when I'm sending out these postcards, I want to have it be so I'm thinking of them. But as far as sending stuff out, I like to mix it up. So some stuff has my logo on the back. Some
Yeah.
stuff has like a really awesome quote on the back, or like for Christmas or New Year's, I did like a little New Year's image in the back. So
Yeah.
it's nice to mix it up because people still want to know what we do. But yeah, when they're getting a promo 1 week and then 2 weeks later they're getting something that's just about them, it's, then they know that it's just not about me, it's about them.
Exactly.
Them, and we're putting them top of mind.
Yeah. And if you're investing in them, if you've got people on a drip postcard program, for example, with motivational quotes or recipes, it's okay after 3 or 4, whatever, to have also ask for referrals, right? So you invest in that relationship, and then it's okay to ask if anybody else they know would be interested in that kind of quality service. That's fair. That's reasonable, right? So I completely agree with you. There's time and place for all these pieces. Yeah.